Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum to all Form 5 students. So today, after 2 weeks of holiday, I'm going to start our online learning session with reading lesson and answering technique for paper 1, part 3. Okay, so I guess before the TOV, your teacher, including me, I have explained about paper 3 to you. And if you are familiar, if you still remember your PT3 exam, actually this is a continuation of the paper. Okay, sambungan daripada paper PT3. So most probably it is more or less the same, lebih kurang sama. Okay. And for me, it is a bit easier compared to the previous SPM because for this part you will be given choices of answers, but it can be a bit confusing. So you need to know how to find the correct answer. Okay, so today's objectives, okay, we will discuss on the important features of part 3, okay, because maybe some of you still don't remember what you will have in part 3. Okay, and then we are going to discuss on the answering technique for part 3. Not that much, but we will try our best to discuss on what should we do when we come across this question. Okay, and then we will answer the sample questions and discuss the answer. Okay, we will try our best to discuss all questions, and if you think you have problem with my answer, you can always discuss with me or with your teacher if you have any objection. Okay, don't worry. Okay, so before that, what do we have in part 3? Apa yang kita ada dalam part 3, part 3? Okay, so for part 3, okay, you will be given a full long text. Okay, satu teks yang panjang, satu muka surat penuh. Okay, there will be like 7 to 8 or 9 paragraphs for the text. Okay, and it can be different types of text. Okay, you can have a story. You can even have an article. So you need to read the text carefully to know what kind of text. Okay, kena baca betul-betul, kena tahu, okay, ini adalah cerita ke, adakah ini rencana, okay, kena baca. Alright, next one, there will be 8 comprehension questions, okay, which will be in a form of multiple choice question, MCQ. Okay, awak akan diberi soalan dan jawapan. So you have to choose the most correct answer. Okay, kenapa teacher kata the most correct answer? Some of the answers given might be confusing. Okay, dia nampak macam lebih kurang sama, macam inilah jawapan dia, but maybe it is not. So you have to read very carefully. Okay, all questions are based on the text. Okay, so semua soalan adalah berdasarkan daripada teks. Okay, and this part 3 will carry 8 marks out of 40 marks for this paper. Okay, so daripada 40 markah, kita akan dapat 8 marks here. So 8 marks seems like very little. Okay, but actually the 8 marks play a big role, okay, for your SPM paper. Okay, so this is what we have. These are the things that we have in part 3. Okay, now for part 3, there are some reading skills that will be tested. Okay, ada beberapa kemahiran membaca yang akan diuji dalam part 3 ni. Okay, the first one is to understand long main points in longer text. So if you have discussed with your teacher on part 1, okay, part 1 tu short text, short and non-linear text. Okay, but for part 3, it's a longer text and the main points will be longer. Termasuklah if you read the question, kalau baca soalan, the answer, the points that you have to find will be longer. So dia tak semestinya dalam satu ayat. It can be in 2 or 3 sentences. Okay. Okay, skill 2, to understand specific details and information, of course. Okay, that is the main skill that you have to or that you will be tested in this part. Okay, kita nak faham maklumat yang terperinci, yang spesifik dalam teks tu. Okay, soalan dah bagi, so you have to find that information. Okay. Okay, skill number 3, you have to guess meaning of unfamiliar words from clues or in context. So, there could be questions. Mungkin ada soalan yang bertanya tentang maksud perkataan. Okay, the meaning of words or the synonym. Okay, ataupun kalau dia tak tanya, okay, if the questions do not ask you about the synonym or the meaning of the word, okay, you might have some problem to understand the questions because ayat dia, okay, ada masalah nak faham soalan sebab ayat dia mungkin diubah. It will be rephrased. So you have to guess the meaning. And sometimes the word used in the answers is not or the words are not in the text. Ada perkataan dalam jawapan tak ada dalam teks. So you have to guess based on the clues given daripada clue yang kita dapat, or you need to understand or you need to guess the meaning based on context, daripada konteks cerita ataupun teks yang diberi. Okay. And last one, you recognize typical features at words, sentences and text levels of genres. Okay, so this one here, you will see lah, okay, dalam satu teks tu, okay, ada macam-macam jenis ayat, ada macam-macam jenis perkataan. Okay, dalam contohlah kalau cerita, okay, there could be dialogues, there could be monologues. Okay, kalau dalam artikel, okay, dia mungkin ada bahagian history. So you will, if you discuss the text in the class, kalau discuss dalam kelas, okay, mungkin awak akan nampak nanti. Okay, so these are the 4 skills, 4 reading skills that will be tested when you answer part 3. Okay, so untuk master part 3 ni, teacher nasihatkan awak cuba untuk master part 1 dulu. Okay, bila saya kata master, is not like macam you will get full marks for that part. No, master means you know how to answer them. Okay, especially for part 1 is to find specific information. Okay, for part 2 is you to guess or you to identify the answer based on the context, okay, based on the clues. So nanti bila dia combine, okay, iaitu yang akan dapat untuk part 3. Okay, right. Now, okay, this is the sample text and questions. Okay, if you cannot see because it's a bit small here, okay, don't worry. If you use your phone, you can zoom it. Okay, boleh zoom, boleh zoom out. Okay, so this is the sample text. Okay, you can see there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paragraphs. Okay, there is no title. Okay. Okay, and then the next side will be the questions. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 questions. So one long text, okay, and one set of questions. Okay, so this is the sample text and questions. Okay, we will go through this text after this. Don't worry. Okay. Now, the tips and techniques, okay, I know your teachers or me, if you are my students, okay, you will, bila dalam kelas, okay, teacher awak akan bagi tahu macam-macam teknik. Okay, so try your best to follow all the tips and techniques. Sebab lain orang, lain cara dia. Okay, mungkin awak sesuai dengan cara ni, mungkin awak sesuai dengan cara lain. So, you can try all the tips and techniques which suit you, yang sesuai dengan awak. So for this part, okay, these are my tips and techniques. Okay, you can try if you want, boleh cuba. Okay, how can we score better? Sebab, okay, for my students, okay, my classes, untuk dapat skor 8, to score 8, belum sampai lagi tahap tu. Okay, the highest I think is like 6 and 5. 6 and 5. Okay, so macam mana kita nak score better? Alright, so first, okay, when you get the text, nampak the text panjang, lama bosan, tak nak tengok dah. Okay, it's a long text, I don't understand whatever I read, so I just skip, leave it blank, tinggal kosong, ataupun tidur. Okay, no, cuba cabar diri sendiri untuk baca, untuk jawab. Okay, kenapa teacher suruh awak cabar diri awak? Okay, now, if you look at the questions after this, you will know why. Because soalan sudah pun membantu. Cuma awak yang kena bantu diri awak sendiri. Okay, so first, you read once for general idea. Okay, bila nampak teks tu, okay, alamak, nak kena baca ke? Macam mana ni? Okay, so biasanya teacher akan suruh student teacher, instead of reading the text first, you read the questions first. Okay, tapi sebenarnya kalau kita tengok dalam skill membaca, it is better for us to read once first. Untuk kita baca dulu sekali, seimbas lalu, so that kita at least kita faham the gist ataupun sikit lah kita faham benda ni pasal apa. Sama lah macam kita tengok movie ataupun kita tengok drama. Oh, drama ni panjang, aku nak skip. So skip. Oh, faham lah cerita ni pasal cerita penjahat ni macam ni. Okay, tapi suddenly your friend told you, drama ni best, dia cerita pasal ni juga. Oh, I left that out, tertinggal sebab banyak sangat skip. So you will go through again, right? So it is lebih kurang macam tu lah perumpamaan teacher. So it's good for you to read once first. Okay, so you read once. Okay, take some time to read once. Okay, dalam seminit dua to go through all the text. Okay, try to get the gist of the text, including title if there is title, kalau ada tajuk. Okay, so cari dulu gist. Okay, cerita ni pasal apa? Siapa penulis dia? Okay, and then to avoid confusion later, okay, teacher nasihatkan supaya awak tulis nombor paragraf. Kalau SPM sebelum ni dia ada letak nombor paragraf, tapi teacher percaya mungkin bila awak TOV hari tu, peperiksaan yang pertama hari tu, mungkin ada setengah negeri teksnya tak ada pun paragraf sebab format yang kita dapat tak ada nombor paragraf. So to avoid confusion, okay, sambil-sambil baca tu, sambil-sambil sekali lalu tu, tulis nombor paragraf tu. 1, 2, 3 until how many paragraphs? 7, 8 or 9. Okay, so you write the number of the paragraphs. Okay, once you have read the text, okay, dah baca, okay, tak apalah, tak faham juga, baca pun tak faham. Okay, now move to the questions. Jangan give up lagi, tak faham teks, move to the questions. Okay, read the questions carefully, baca soalan betul-betul. Okay, now first identify the part of the text you should focus on. Okay, so tadi saya kata kena baca soalan betul-betul. Teacher soalan pun tak faham. Sabarlah, kalau kita tak faham soalan, jangan kita gopoh sangat. Okay, so first, bila baca soalan, saya kata dah soalan ni membantu dari segi apa? Biasanya soalan yang keluar dia dalam sequence, dalam urutan yang sama macam paragraf. So first, you identify, okay, soalan 1 paragraf mana? Soalan 2 paragraf mana? Soalan 3 paragraf mana? Sampailah soalan yang ke-8. It's 19 to 26 if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so cuba nanti dalam soalan kita akan nampak, in the question kita akan nampak, okay, dalam soalan tu in paragraph 1, in paragraph 2, okay, so you know, oh, this question is in which paragraph. So senang nak cari, tak payah dah nak baca satu teks untuk cari jawapan. You can focus on that paragraph only. Okay. Alright, next one, bila kita dah identify this question part mana, this question paragraph mana, okay, identify and highlight the keywords, kata kunci. Samalah dalam mana-mana pun, bahasa Melayu ke sejarah ke apa saja subjek pun, cikgu mesti suruh kita gariskan ataupun tanda ataupun kenal pasti kata kunci. So samalah macam English, there will be keywords. Okay, so first, if you have highlighters, use highlighter. Okay, you underline or highlight the keywords. Okay, keywords tu dekat mana nak cari. Okay, keywords 1 is which paragraph it is, paragraph mana. The WH questions, what, when, who, siapa, apa, bagaimana, semua tu. Okay, and then the phrases. Okay, the phrases, the words, okay, the events, yang ni penting. So you have to highlight the keywords here. Okay, answers can be in any part of the paragraph. Contohlah dia kata in paragraph 1, who is the main character? Okay, now, bila cakap macam tu kita, okay, in paragraph 1, the keyword is paragraph 1, who, main character. Okay, who ni siapa? Main, tak tahu. Karakter lah. Okay, so kita tahu, okay, dalam paragraph ni nak tahu karakter apa. Okay, so, in paragraph 1, dia tak semesti immediately the first sentence dia bagi tahu karakter apa. Okay, it can be in the middle of the paragraph, tengah-tengah. It can be at the end of the paragraph. So, kita kena baca betul-betul. Okay, tak faham juga, don't worry. You base on your keywords. Okay, right. Next, okay. Even though soalan ni membantu, ada MCQ. Okay, sebelum tu, jawapan. Keywords dalam jawapan pun kena ada. Keywords dalam jawapan pun kita kena, at least kita highlight. Okay, so kenapa kita kena highlight keywords dalam jawapan? Okay, bila kita highlight keyword dalam jawapan, kita akan tahu, we will know which question is not the answer. Soalan jawapan yang mana yang bukan jawapan dia. So kita terus eliminate, kita terus buang, kita terus cross, kita terus gariskan, okay, this is not the answer, I'm not going to find you. Okay, so kita kena baca bukan sahaja soalan, kita kena juga baca dekat bahagian jawapan. Okay, then sometimes dah baca pun macam confused lagi lah. Macam lebih kurang sama je. Yang ni pun ada, yang ni pun ada. So which one? Okay, dekat sini dia akan sentuh sikit bahagian HOTS ataupun kebat kita. You touch on the HOTS where you have to draw conclusions or make inference. Okay, kena macam kita buat kesimpulan lah sikit. Okay, if this is not the answer, so which one? Okay, the questions could be rephrased. Okay, contoh ayat tu boleh diubah. Ayat soalan boleh diubah, tak sama macam teks. So kita nak tahu yang mana satu ni. Okay, so you have to refer to the keywords carefully. Kena refer dekat keywords betul-betul. Okay, eliminate answers that are obviously wrong or not mentioned in the text. Okay, eliminate. Saya cakap dah tadi kan, kita nak buang jawapan yang bukan jawapan dia. Okay, macam mana kita nak tahu jawapan tu bukan jawapan dia? One, okay, if the information is wrong. Okay, information memang ada tapi salah. Contohnya salah. Contohlah, salah hari ke, salah tarikh ke, salah bilangan orang ke. So it's wrong, so that is not the answer. So eliminate terus. Or the information is not even mentioned in the text. Tak bagi tahu pun dalam teks tu. So if it is not in the text, kick it out. Eliminate terus. Buang terus. So that is not the answer. Okay, so first, okay, kat situlah HOTS dia. Kat situlah yang kita kena fikir sikit. Okay, nampak mencabar ni teacher. Okay, now, cabar diri sendiri. Okay, if you don't challenge yourself, how can you answer this part? Okay, you have to try. Don't worry to make mistakes. Okay, you learn from your lessons. Okay, now, once you have done all these techniques, then you choose your best answer, and please always check and recheck before you submit. Okay, so you have to choose your best answer. Okay, now don't worry about the techniques. The techniques macam alamak, macam susah juga ni teacher, macam nak jawab. Okay, you have to try. Kita masih ada lagi banyak bulan lagi for you to try. You will come across with so many texts and so many questions you can try on your own. Cuba lagi dan cuba lagi. Okay, practice makes perfect. Even for reading. Okay, mula-mula reading memang akan susah, but once you read more and more, you try more and more, lama-lama benda tu akan jadi senang. Okay, alright. So we will try this together. Okay, kita akan cuba sama-sama. Okay, for this video, you can always pause and play again. Okay, for example, kalau teacher cakap terlampau laju ke, you want to read first ke, okay, you can always pause the video and then once you have finished reading, you can play again. Boleh play balik. Okay, so we're going to try this together. Kita akan cuba dengan sampel soalan tadi, dengan sampel teks tadi. Okay, so this is the sample text. Okay, macam teacher cakap, if you cannot see, you can always zoom it. Okay, boleh zoom. Okay, so this is the text. Okay, what I want you to do is, I want you to read the text first. Spend like 1 or 2 minutes to read it. Okay, jangan risau bahagian tak faham tu. Tak faham je tak nak baca. No, continue reading. Teacher tak suruh cari maksud pun. You just have to read. Okay, at least dalam banyak-banyak perkataan ni, there should be 1 or 2 words that you know. Okay, so first, you read the text, okay. Teacher akan bagi masa untuk awak baca. So, pause the video first. Pause video teacher ni first. Okay, read the text. Then, after you have finished reading, after you think you know the general idea, then you can play it back. Okay, so pause my video first. Okay, you have finished reading? Okay, so what is the general idea of the text? What is it about? I think it is about a child, okay, or a daughter, or maybe a son, okay, talking about his or her mother, okay, and her mother loves cooking, talking about their lives, and they live in Singapore. So maybe they are poor, okay, and now the parents are old. Okay. So itu maksudnya general idea. So you know, okay, this is the story. This is what the story is about. Okay, teacher percaya sebab awak dah belajar English from belajar 1 sampai form 5. So kalau awak rasa awak lemah bahasa Inggeris, tak semestinya awak sampai tak faham langsung apa awak baca. You need to be confident in yourself, okay? Trust yourself. So at least you know the gist, the general idea of the story of the text, okay? So tadi kita dah dapat general idea dia. Okay, now tak apa, leave the text first. We move on to the questions. Okay, now read the questions. Jangan jawab lagi. Read the questions first. Ingat balik teknik. Okay, teacher patah balik. So, remember this technique. Read the questions carefully. Identify and highlight the keywords first in the question and also in the answers. So, baca dulu soalan properly. Okay, and then try to identify what are the keywords. Okay, so sama juga macam reading text tadi, you can pause this video for you to read the questions. So, teacher bagi masa untuk awak baca soalan dan serta jawapan. Okay, pause dulu video teacher. Okay, zoom in kalau tak nampak. Okay, baca satu-satu, identify the keywords, okay, and then baru play balik. Okay? Okay, done? Have you finished reading? Okay, so these are the questions. So teacher rasa macam mungkin lah. Okay, rasa jawapan nombor 19 ni tahulah jawapan dia. 20 ni tahulah jawapan dia. Okay, I need that confidence. Okay, so tak apa. Now, kita akan pergi one by one. Okay, we will look at how we're going to highlight the question, highlight the answers. Okay, so we move to the first question, which is question 19. Okay, somewhere, if you cannot see, if it is too small, you can zoom in. Okay, so question 19. In paragraph 2, why does the writer use the phrase happily watching her in action? Okay, dalam soalan ni, dia dah bagi tahu paragraph 2. Okay, why? Kenapa? Okay, use, guna. Okay, phrase, frasa. Okay, happily watching her in action. So, phrase ni, nampak tak dia bold? So, biasanya phrase ni dia dah ada dalam teks. Okay, so don't go to the text yet. Okay, go to the answers. She enjoyed being a help to her mother. Dia enjoy tolong mak dia. Okay, she felt contented. Okay, contented tak faham. Tak apa, tinggalkan dulu. She felt contented to be with her mother. Dia rasa dengan mak dia. Apa rasa dia? So, I guess it might be seronok. Happy kan? Okay, so it might be seronok. Contented means maybe seronok. Okay, C. She admired her mother's cooking skills. Dia rasa kagum dengan mak dia punya cooking skills. So, okay, D. She found her mother's routine amazing. Okay, dia rasa routine mak dia tu amazing. What is amazing? Hebat. Okay, now, which one is the answer? Okay, look at the text again. Okay, mana satu jawapan dia? Okay, now, can you guess which one is the answer? Okay, the answer is D. She found her mother's routine amazing. Okay, alamak, kenapa jawapan dia D, teacher? Okay, now. Okay, we have to look, bila dia bagi phrase macam ni, kita kena tengok ayat selepas dan sebelum. Okay, so, first, sebelum dia tu, okay, Mom would start her busy daily routine in the kitchen while I would be sitting happily watching her in action. Okay, lepas tu dia cerita pula apa action mak dia ni. So, it seems like she was very happy to see the routines. Okay, and the routines are so amazing. Okay, so that's why the answer is D. Dia seronok tengok mak dia masak. Dia rasa macam kagum dengan rutin mak dia. Okay. Right. Okay, next. Okay, question 20. In paragraph 3. Okay, it is in paragraph 3. Okay, what does the writer say about her mother's character? Okay, apa penulis tu cakap tentang karakter mak dia? Okay, A. She was discouraged. Okay, discouraged tak faham, mungkin tak faham. Okay, by the economic hardship faced by the family. Okay, A. Some of you might find it a bit confusing, macam alamak. It's a very hard word here. So, tinggal dulu. Okay, B. She was conscious on the way she looked when she was cooking. Okay, dia rasa macam conscious, macam conscious. Dia rasa macam tak senang duduk lah dengan cara dia, dengan rupa dia masa dia memasak. Okay. C. She was concerned about what the future holds for her children. Concern here means worried, risau. So, dia risau dengan masa depan anak-anak dia. Okay. D. She was determined to put food on the table for everyone. Okay. Determined here means gigih. Memang dia nak sangat-sangat untuk letak makanan atas meja untuk semua orang. Maksudnya dia nak menyediakan makanan untuk semua orang dalam family. Okay, now, this is the paragraph 3. Okay, so which one is the answer? Okay, you can pause the video first to read the text and then you can play it again. Okay? So, the answer here, okay, would be D. She was determined to put food on the table for everyone. Why? Why is the answer D? Okay, now, if you look at the paragraph, okay, she was discouraged by the economic hardship. Okay, is there anywhere in the text mentioned about economic hardship? Okay, I don't think there is anything mentioned here about economic hardship. So definitely A is not the answer. Okay, tak ada pasal economic hardship, kesusahan dari segi ekonomi, tak ada. So A is not the answer. Okay, dia risau tentang cara dia, rupa dia masa dia memasak. Is it? Ada tak? Okay, for example, if you look at, okay, okay, if you look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, line 9. By nature, she was a clean and tidy woman, but sitting by the fire at such moments, her hair would be messy, forehead beaded with sweat, and her cheeks covered in grey ash. But her large eyes shone with a beauty only a mother can have. Okay, memang masa dia memasak tu, dia comot. Okay, rambut dia messy, serabai, muka dia hitam sebab dia pakai arang kan. Okay, but adakah dia conscious? Adakah dia perasan ataupun adakah dia sedar dan risau? No. She felt happy. Dia masih lagi seronok sebab dia berjaya masak untuk semua orang. So B is not the answer. Okay, C. She was concerned about what the future holds for her children. Tentang masa depan anak-anak dia. Ada tak mention dalam ni? I don't think so. Tak ada pun specifically mentioned about the future of her children. So C is not the answer. Okay, D. She was determined to put food on the table for everyone. Okay, if you look at the last sentence, okay, these wonderful meals Mom labored so hard to prepare help brighten our lives even as poverty and hard times weighed us down. So, the character of the mother shows that, okay, walaupun dia ni miskin, dia kena masak guna arang, nak masak tu pun banyak step, okay, dia rupa dia messy, but she still determined to put food on the table for everyone. Dia masih nak, okay, to put food here means to prepare meals lah, okay, untuk menyediakan makanan. So that's why the answer is D. Okay, now, if you have problems with my answer, meaning that you don't agree with my answer, don't worry. You can always discuss with your teacher, or if you have my number, you can always discuss it with me. No problem. I'm open for discussion because I might have some errors in my presentation, so don't worry. Okay, we move on to question 21. Okay, in paragraph 4, nampak tak dia punya sequence from paragraph 2, paragraph 3, paragraph 4. So don't worry. And dia dah mention dekat sini. Okay, in paragraph 4, how did the writer describe their new life in Singapore? Okay, macam mana writer ni describe kehidupan dia dekat Singapore? Okay, describe. What is describe? Teacher rasa dah biasa dengan perkataan describe. Describe means gambarkan, terangkan. Okay. How? Bagaimana? Life, hidup, Singapore. Okay, kat mana? Macam mana? Okay, A. They could not go out much. Diorang tak boleh keluar selalu. Okay. B. The mother started a business. Mak dia start business. Okay, ada tak? Okay, the family had to depend on others. Depend, bergantung pada orang lain. Is it true? Ada tak dalam teks? Nanti cari. Okay, they had to live in a cramped place. They had to live. Dia kena, diorang satu family ni kena tinggal dekat satu tempat yang cramped. Cramped maksudnya sempit. Okay, now this is the text. Okay, you can pause my video to read the text first to find whether you have the answer. Eliminate the answers that are not in the text. Okay, terus eliminate. Okay, so pause dulu video teacher, baca, eliminate, lepas tu jawab, then you can play again. Okay? Okay, so now, what is the answer? It's D. Okay, kenapa D? Alright, now, is it, okay, kita buat step macam tadi. Kita nak eliminate jawapan. Okay, they could not go out much. Is there anywhere mentioned about could not go out much? Okay, tak ada pula. I don't think so. So definitely for me, the answer is not A. Okay. The mother started a business. Is there? Okay, ni. Minding her own business. Okay, kita tengok ayat dia. Mom just kept quiet and she preferred to stick with her family behind closed doors. And when she had to stir out of the room, she would go her own way, minding her own business. Okay, business here does not mean business, perniagaan. Minding her own business means buat kerja sendiri. Okay, tak cara dekat orang, buat kerja sendiri. So, itu maksud dia. So, definitely B is not the answer. So, eliminate terus. Okay. The family had to depend on others. Maksudnya kena bergantung pada orang lain. Okay, ada tak? Okay, one is not mentioned in the text. Okay, if you still not satisfied, okay, the life conditions were really difficult. Okay, line number 4. Okay, life conditions were really difficult. Hidup memang susah. Mom just kept quiet. Walaupun diorang susah, the mother still keep quiet. Okay, and she preferred to stick with her family behind closed doors. Okay, walaupun dia susah, dia still tak akan libatkan orang lain. Maksudnya apa yang berlaku dalam rumah, will stay in the house. So dia tak libatkan orang lain lah, tak bergantung, tak minta tolong dengan orang lain, tak mengemis, tak minta duit. So C is not the answer. Now they had to live in the cramped place. Okay, so it's about new life. Maksudnya diorang baru pindah. Okay, look at the first sentence. When I was 8, our whole family moved south to Singapore. Okay, dia baru pindah pergi Singapore. Okay, life did not improve much as all 6 of us were forced to huddle in a rented room. So 6 orang tu kena duduk dalam satu bilik. So it's small and it is cramped. So the answer is D. Okay, it can be a bit confusing, tapi kita tengok balik teknik kita. Kita kena buat conclusion. Kita kena buat deduction. This is not the answer. Why? It is not mentioned. And it means something else. So, it is not the answer lah. So, you can do it. You can practice doing it like this. Okay? Now, let's move to question 22. Okay, in paragraph 5, nampak tak turutan dia? Masih lagi dalam turutan. In paragraph 5, what was the proof that their lives changed for the better? Okay, what was apa proof? Bukti. Apa bukti? Lives change, hidup berubah, better, lebih baik. Okay, apa bukti? Okay, A, it took them 10 years to turn their lives around. Okay, it took them, took is a past tense of take. Okay, because this is a story in past tense kan. Okay, ambil masa 10 tahun untuk ubah kehidupan diorang. Is it? Tak apa, tinggalkan dulu. Okay, they could afford to get a place on their own. Meaning afford here means mampu. Okay, diorang mampu untuk beli ataupun untuk dapatkan tempat tinggal sendiri. Okay. C, the family reused guna the coal to save money, untuk simpan duit. Guna semula arang untuk simpan duit. Okay. D, the father did not complain anymore. Okay, ayah dia tak complain langsung. Okay, so apa bukti yang hidup diorang dah berubah? Okay, now pause the video, read the text and try to find the answer. Okay, the answer is B. Kenapa B? Okay, now let's look at the other answers first. Okay, A, it took them 10 years to turn their lives around. Okay, dia pindah, paragraf sebelum ni, paragraf 4, umur 8 tahun. Alright. Okay. Look at the last part. Start dengan perkataan during. Okay. During our first 2 years in Singapore, life was a struggle, but slowly our fortunes improved. 2 tahun pertama. So, dia umur 8 tahun. 10 tahun lah 2 tahun pertama. When I was 10 years old, bila dia berumur 10, we finally moved into a new apartment. Okay. Bila saya dah umur 10 tahun, last kali kita orang boleh pindah pergi new apartment. Okay, 8 tahun ke 10 tahun, beza dia berapa tahun? 2 years. So, definitely A is not the answer. Ia ambil masa 2 tahun. Okay, kalau tak percaya, teacher pergi balik dekat ni. When I was 8, our whole family moved south to Singapore. Okay, bila umur 8 tahun, pindah Singapore. Now, when I was 10 years old, daripada umur 8 tahun sampai 10 tahun, that is not 10 years. Okay. Okay. B, tinggalkan dulu. Okay. C, the family reused the coal to save money. Okay. Yes, it is mentioned in the text, but does that mean their lives change for the better? Adakah hidup mereka berubah? Okay. It shows their difficulties. Itu menunjukkan kesusahan dia. So, adakah itu menunjukkan kehidupan dia berubah? So, definitely the answer C is not the correct answer. Okay. Right. Next one, D, the father did not complain anymore. Okay. I know it is mentioned here that the father will eat. Okay. If you look at line 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Dad was tired and hungry, but he would swallow down his cold dinner with no complaint. Okay, now before that, ada tak mention yang the father always complain about the food? No, he did not complain at all. So, Kenapa dia nak guna anymore ni? Means kalau guna anymore here means dia dah pernah complain sebelum ni. But he never complain. Dia tak complain. Dia tahu. So D is definitely not the answer. So now B. Okay, kenapa teacher kata B? Okay, they could afford to get a place of their own. Okay, diorang mampu nak beli rumah sendiri. Okay, now look at the last sentence. When I was 10 years old, we finally moved into a new apartment. They moved, diorang pindah ke rumah yang baru. Okay, so the answer is B. Okay. Now, question 23. Okay, question 23. Okay, here, if you look at the question, it does not mention which paragraph it is. Tapi remember, teacher dah cakap, it follows the sequence. So, question 22, dia stop dekat paragraph 5. Of course, when it goes to question 23, and after that, it will follow the sequence. Okay, kat sini mencabar sikit. Tapi just remember, it follows the sequence. So, after paragraph 5, will be paragraph 6 and 7. Okay. What effect? Apakah kesan? Effect is kesan. Did moving to the new apartment have? Okay, apakah kesan pindah ke rumah baru, ke new apartment? Okay, A. It made mum want to return to their old home. Okay, dia buatkan mak dia nak pergi balik dekat rumah lama. Is it true? Okay, B. It meant that providing food was no longer problematic. Okay, meant means bermaksud. Okay, dia bermaksud providing food. Providing, menyediakan makanan was no longer problematic. Problematic comes from the word problem. So, bukan lagi satu masalah. Okay. C. It encouraged that to spend more time with the family. Okay, D. Okay, encourage, menggalakkan ayah dia untuk spend lebih masa dengan family. Okay, D. It made the writer want to be more involved with the meal preparation. Okay, dia membuatkan penulis tu nak lebih involved dengan penyediaan makanan. Is it true? Okay, now pause my video, read the text. Okay, find the answer. Try to find the answer. Okay, have you found the answer? Okay, for me, the answer is B. Okay, now, if you disagree, let's discuss. Okay, kenapa B? Okay, A, it made mom want to return to their old home. Is it true? Okay, she might mention about she still missed her previous kitchen. But dia rindu je. Ada dalam teks bagi tahu dia nak balik? No. So, A is not the answer. Okay, macam tadi saya cakap tadi, kalau tak mention dalam teks, that is not the answer. Okay, so mak dia nak balik rumah ke? Tak. Okay, rindu je. Okay, now C. It encouraged that to spend more time with the family. Okay, I know in this paragraph, okay, it mentioned that started to help out in the kitchen. Dad even accompanied her on shopping sprees. Now, Dad spent more time with the family or with the wife, with the mother? With the mother. So for me, C is not that correct. So I eliminate C. Okay, D. It made the writer want to be more involved with the meal preparation. Writer ni nak tolong mak dia. Is there anywhere in the text mention that? No. Okay, dia tak cakap pun pasal diri dia. Dia cakap pasal mak dia seronok. Now dah ada cooking stove semua tu, it is easier. Okay, so that is why I choose B. It meant that providing food was no longer problematic. Kenapa? Okay, kita tengok the whole paragraph. Okay, for mom, okay, let's look at the second sentence. For mom, all those years of chopping firewood and carrying coal home were over. So tak payah dah nak pakai arang semua tu. Okay, no more problem about that. Okay, spontaneous rush of gas which now burst forth at the turn of the knob must have come as a great relief. So sekarang ni tak payah dah nak bakar arang, nak tiup, nak kotor-kotor. You just turn the knob and suddenly there will be fire. It's easier. So no more problem. Okay. So that is why the answer is B. Okay. Question number 24. Okay. Why, again, not anywhere here in the question mentioned about which paragraph. So follow the sequence. Okay. Why had preparing meals become more pleasurable for mom? Okay. Kenapa prepare meals, okay, menyediakan makanan tu become more pleasurable for mom. Now, what is pleasurable? Kita faham. Never mind. Leave it at first. Okay. A. Buying groceries with dad was fun. Membeli barang dengan ayah tu seronok. Okay. Groceries is barang runcit, barang dapur lah. Okay. B. Trying out new recipes gave her joy. Cuba makanan resipi baru bagi dia rasa happy. Okay. Okay. C. Using the gas stove make cooking simpler. Okay. Guna dapur gas membuatkan masakan, memasak tu lebih senang. Okay. D. Having a bigger area made her work easier. Okay. Ada dapur yang lebih luas and then kerja lebih mudah. Okay. Now, pause the video, read the text, try to find the answer. Which one? Okay. Right. So, which one is the answer? The answer for me is C. Using the gas stove made cooking simpler. Okay, if you have any objection with my answer, don't worry. Discuss it with your teacher, okay? So, kenapa teacher kata C? Now, let's look at the answers. A, again, buying groceries with that was fun. Okay, it mentioned here that even accompanied her on shopping sprees. But, ada tak dia mention fun? She feels happy. She feels happy. But does it anywhere here mention fun? No. So that might not be the answer. Okay. B. Trying out new recipes gave her joy. Okay. Look at line number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Cooking became so much more enjoyable that she bought any new recipe books and tried them all. Okay. Trying out new recipes gave her joy. Maybe. Now, using the gas stove made cooking simpler. Okay, penggunaan dapur gas lebih memudahkan. So, tak payah guna coal. Okay, it's not messy. Right. And then D, having a bigger area made her work easier. Okay, we now had a large kitchen and most importantly, a gas stove. So here is the main idea of this part, this text is about the gas stove. How the gas stove helped her in her cooking. How the gas stove helped her in preparing the meals. So with the gas stove, everything will be simpler and it is more pleasurable for mom. Okay. So that is why I choose C. It's like C includes everything, okay, because of the gas stove. Okay, now if you have any objection, don't worry, discuss with your teacher or you can, if you are my students, you can message me, okay? All right, that is question number 24. Now, let's try question number 25. Okay. How does the writer feel about her parents in the last paragraph? I need to mention which paragraph, the last one. Okay, apa perasaan writer pasal parents dia in the last paragraph? Okay, A, grateful that they can grow old together. Okay, grateful means rasa bersyukur sebab the parents boleh apa tu? Sampai tualah bersama. Okay. B, relief that their life has become easier. Okay. Rasa lega kehidupan diorang dah lebih mudah. C, envious of the possessions they have now. Envious, dengki, jealous dengan apa yang parents dia ada sekarang. Okay. D, disappointed that they are not as active as they once were. Okay, rasa kecewa sebab parents dia dah tak aktif macam dulu. Okay, I think this one is a bit easier. Okay, you can eliminate the answers that are not the real answer. Eliminate, buang jawapan yang bukan jawapan dia. Okay, pause the video and then try to answer the question. Okay, alright, so what is the answer? Okay, the answer is B. Okay, now let's look at C and D first. Okay, envious of the possession. Dengki ke? Did the writer feel envy? Or did the writer feel envious? No, definitely. She or he feels happy. So the C is not the answer. Okay, D, disappointed they are not active as they once were. Ada tak mention pasal being active? No. So D is not the answer. Okay. Now A, grateful that they can grow old together. Okay. It mentioned about grey hair. Okay, sense of contentment. Okay. Maybe that might be the answer. Okay, now look at B. Relieved that their life has become easier. Okay. Right now, they now live in a good-sized apartment and the kitchen is equipped with a gas stove, an oven, and a microwave, all conveniences that once seemed so impossible. Okay, sitting on the balcony amidst the gorgeous flowers to enjoy peace after those difficult years. So, sekarang ni diorang dah ada semua kemudahan dalam rumah and things are easier. So, lebih mudah dan dah tak payah dah nak susah-susah macam dulu. So, that is why the answer is B. It's not just about growing old together. It's about that their life has become easier. Hidup lebih senang sekarang. Okay, so that is for question 25. Okay. Let's move on to question 26. Amboi, tadi teacher bagi satu paragraph. Now teacher bagi satu teks. Okay, kenapa? Let's look at the question. What is the purpose of the writer writing this article? Okay, apa purpose? Purpose has the same meaning as reason. Apa sebab writer tulis artikel ni? Okay. A, to share precious memories of her mother. Nak share memories pasal mak dia. Maybe. Okay, B, to recall how she faced difficulties in her life. Dia nak ingat balik kesusahan yang dia hadapi dalam hidup dia. Okay, C, to look back, okay, at how her dad worked hard for the family. Nak tengok balik macam mana ayah dia kerja keras. Okay, D, to show the beautiful relationship between her and her parents. So, which one is the answer? Okay, pause the video, try to recall back, read again the text and try to find the answer. Okay, this one, it goes back to the general idea, okay? Okay, so if you have finished reading, you find the answer. So what is the answer? Okay, the answer is B, to recall how she faced the difficulties in her life. Okay, now let's look at A, to share precious memories of her mother. I don't think it's not just about her mother, it's about her life, because she also mentioned about the father, about how they live in a small room, right? And then how they move to a new apartment. Okay, so it's not just about the mother, it's the precious memories of a family. Okay, C, to look back at how her dad worked hard for the family. Okay, yes, it mentioned here that the father had to work hard, never complain, the dad was tired and hungry. Okay, that could be the answer too. Now, D, to show the beautiful relationship between her and her parents. Is that all? I don't think so. It mentioned here and there about the relationship, but I don't think it is clearly mentioned because it just talk about how they work together, how they live together and face the difficulties in life, right? So that is why I chose the answer D. Okay, to recall how she faced the difficulties in her life. Okay, her life including the whole family. Okay, that's why the answer is B. Okay, now this technique could be a bit difficult for you for now, but macam teacher cakap tadi, you have to keep on practicing. Kena selalu berlatih. You need to read more and more and more. Jangan setakat buat satu atau dua teks dah rasa macam tak boleh. Okay, in my experience before, I had the same exam as the previous year. Kami pun ada teks yang panjang macam ni. Kami pun kena jawab comprehension questions. Okay, but what made me and my friends felt, okay, this is quite easy because we did the practice again and again and again. Buat soalan, baca lagi teks, cuba lagi cari, then you will get used to the questions. Awak akan terbiasa, so that lama-lama awak akan faham dan tahu cara nak cari jawapan. Okay, if your teachers also provide more techniques, you can also try them out, cuba, because macam teacher cakap mula-mula tadi, lain orang lain cara dia. Maybe your teachers or other techniques are more suitable for you, then you can try them out. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, so before we end today's session, so okay, this is the end of our session. Okay, please keep this in mind. Okay, first, read. Okay, what I mean by read, okay, read the text and question carefully. That is the most important thing. You need to read and understand the questions and the text carefully. Okay, another one, reading will add to your vocabulary and improve your language skill. Reading text does not just mean that you have to read the text in your exam paper. Tak semestinya baca dalam exam paper sahaja. Okay, you need to read something else. And reading will improve your skills. Okay, sekarang mungkin rasa susah nak jawab 8 soalan tadi. But if you read more and more and more, later on, you will find it is easier for you to answer the questions. It is easier for you to find the information. Okay, sebab dalam part 3 ni kita nak kena cari information dalam teks yang panjang. So, even though kita nak baca sikit-sikit, tapi sikit-sikit pun still panjang lagi, one paragraph. So, you need to train yourself, read more and more. Okay? Okay, once you have answered, don't forget to check and recheck. Okay, biasa teacher rasa common ni, teacher awak pun selalu marah. Even I always say to my students, check. And then dah check lagi. Okay, because sometimes you might make careless mistake, because this is like you circle the answers and then you blacken the last part of your question paper. So mungkin ada yang tak tertanda, ada yang tak terhitamkan. So please check and then recheck again. Okay, and last one, I want you to be confident. Okay, be confident of yourself. Okay, don't be afraid to try. Jangan takut. Okay, dan kena confident yang okay, if I read more, I will be better. Okay, so kena baca lebih, kena cuba, kena practice lagi. If you don't have that confidence, selalu rasa low dengan diri sendiri, cakap I cannot do this, saya tak bisa bahasa Inggeris. Okay, that is not the excuse that we want. Okay, if other people can do it, why don't you? Okay, and if you make mistake, it's okay. Mistakes will make you learn more and better. You will learn better from your mistakes. You will learn more of your mistakes. So don't worry. Okay, so please, I hope that my session today with you will give you, a clearer picture on how to answer part 3. Okay, if you find it still difficult, okay, you can always discuss with your teacher. If you're my students, you can always discuss it with me, bincang dengan teacher. Okay, lepas tu kita akan go through lagi. I believe your teachers will go through again with more text, with more questions, with more practices for you. So don't worry. Okay, so I think that's all for today. Thank you so much and Assalamualaikum.